Hi everyone, I'm back for another math lesson, and today we're going to talk about comparing penguins. In the last sessions we talked about joining penguins, so we were adding. We talked about separating penguins, so we were subtracting. And this time we're going to talk about comparing penguins. So let's go ahead and jump right into the slides. Before we start, you want to go ahead and get a number rack. So if you have one at home, go ahead and grab that. And if you don't, you can go onto the Math Learning Center website and use one digitally. And I will also have one on my screen for you guys to reference as well. So let's go ahead and jump in and start comparing these penguins. It says 7 penguins are standing on the ice and 5 penguins are swimming in the water. You can see that in the picture right there, right? 7 on the ice and 5 in the water. It's asking us how many more penguins are in the ice than in the water. So how many more penguins are on the ice than are in the water? Well, my number rack on the bottom is showing me that there are 7 penguins on that top row, right there on the ice, and there's 5 penguins on the bottom row that are swimming in the water. And we're trying to figure out how many more are on the ice. How can we do that, do you think? Yeah, well, if we make them both equal, and we pushed off the extra, would we know how many more are on the ice? Yeah, so I'm going to push over those 2 on the top, and now I have 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. And that shows me that there are 2 extra on the top on the ice, right? And does that make sense? If I have 5 penguins in the water and I add 2 more, would that equal how many are on the ice? We have 7 on the ice, right? Does 5 plus 2 equal 7? Yes, awesome. All right, let's check out this next question. How many more penguins would need to be in the water to match the number on the ice? So I think you guys might know this one already. I want you to do this one independently on your number rack. I'm going to read it to you again. How many more penguins would need to be in the water to match the number on the ice? So remember, we know that there are 5 in the water, right? There's 5 in the water. Let's do that. I'll show you on my number rack. There's 5 in the water, and there's 7 on the ice, right? There's 7 on the ice. How many more penguins do we need to be in the water to match the number on the ice? I still push those same 2 over, right? If I wanted them to match 7 and 7, how many more do I need to add? Yeah, I need to add 2 more. Yeah, very good, because 5 plus 2 is 7. Perfect. All right, the last one says, how many penguins in all? So to figure this one out, you guys know that we're going to have to join the penguins together like we did in those other lessons, right? Well, there's 7 on the top, right? Yeah, we're going to make an equation now. So we have 7 on the top and there's 5 on the bottom, and then we're joining them together. So what do we need to do? Yeah, we need to add them together. So 7 plus 5 equals, what does that equal? Use your number rack if you need some help. 7 plus 5, I see 5 and 5 makes 10, and 2 more makes 12. Very good. All right, let's check out the next one. It says 8 penguins are standing on the ice. 10 penguins are swimming in the water. Let's see what kind of questions it's going to ask us. How many more penguins are in the water than on the ice? So remember, there's 8 on the ice. You can see it on my number rack right there on that top row, and there's 10 in the water. How many more are in the water than in the ice? So again, if we make them even and push those 2 over on the bottom, how many more are in the water? Yeah, there's 2 more. You can see it circled right there when I make them even. 8 on top and 8 on bottom. I see that there's 2 extras, right? Yeah, very good. All right, let's see the next question. How many more penguins would need to be on the ice to match the number in the water? Do this one independently. I think you've got it. What do you think? We'll do this one together once you're all set. You got it? All right, so it's asking you how many more penguins would need to be on the ice to match the number in the water? Well, I have 10 in the water and 8 on the ice. And if you see, I have a couple extra. It's equal, right? How many more do I need to push over to make it equal? Yeah, 2. Very good. All right, let's check out this last question. How many penguins in all? Let's go ahead and do an equation. So we know that when we're trying to figure out how many penguins in all, we're joining them together again. So that means we need to, add. So we have how many on the ice? We have 8. And then we're joining them together, so we're going to add. And how many are in the water? 10. Yep, so 8 plus 10 equals, we know this one, right? Yeah, it's 18. Very good. All right, let's check the next one. All right, it says 4 penguins are swimming in the water. There are 6 more penguins hiding behind the hill than there are in the water. Okay, I'm going to read it again. 4 penguins are swimming in the water. There are 6 more penguins hiding behind the hill than there are in the water. How many penguins are hiding behind the hill? All right, so we don't know how many penguins are behind the hill, do we? Not yet, right? We know that there's 4 penguins swimming, but we have to figure out how many are hiding behind the hill. So it says there are 6 more penguins hiding behind the hill. We know there's 4 in the water, so that's showing on our number rack there on the bottom. 4 swimming in the water, and it says 6 more are hiding behind the hill. So on that top one, I'm gonna push over those 6, right? Here's 4 to make it equal and 2 more to make 6, right? So how many are hiding behind the hill? Can you do that math? There's 6 on top and there's 4 on bottom. 6 plus 4, what is it? What do you think? Use your number rack if you need some help. You got this. Yeah, there's 10. Awesome. All right, let's check out the next question. Now it's asking us again, how many penguins are in all? How many penguins are in all? So remember, we just figured out that there are 10 penguins hiding behind the hill. And there's 4 penguins in the water. We already knew that, right? So 10 penguins hiding behind the hill and 4 swimming in the water. And we're joining them together. So what's going to be the equation? Yeah, 10 plus 4 equals 14. Very good, you guys. That was a little bit tricky. Let's try this last one together. All right, 9 penguins are standing on the ice. Ooh, look, so they're changing it around. So now we don't know how many are in the water. 9 penguins are standing on the ice. There are 6 more penguins standing on the ice than there are swimming in the water. I'm gonna read it again, okay? There are 9 penguins standing on the ice. You guys can see them there in that picture, right? There are 6 more penguins standing on the ice than there are swimming in the water. When we read that part of the sentence, do you think there are more penguins in the water or less penguins in the water? It says there are 6 more penguins standing on the ice than there are swimming in the water. Yeah, there's gonna be less penguins swimming than there are standing on the ice, right? All right, so on our number rack, you guys can see that there are 9 penguins pushed over on that top row, right? Now, it's saying there are 6 more penguins standing on the ice than there are swimming on the water. So let's go ahead and push away. Yep, push away those beads. We're gonna push away how many? Yes, 6. So we pushed away 6. How many are left? Yeah, how many are left? 3. Yeah, very good. So there are 3 in the water. Very good. All right, so now again, it's asking us how many penguins are in all. So are we gonna be taking away? Or are we gonna be adding? Yeah, we're gonna be adding. So we just figured out that there are 3 penguins in the water, right? Yeah, and there are 9 penguins on the ice. So what kind of an equation are we gonna do? Yeah, let's start with on the ice. We have 9 on the ice and we're adding them together. So we're gonna add plus 3, we just figured that out. They're swimming in the water, equals how many? What's 9 plus 3? This is our adding 9s. Yeah, it's 12, right? Because I know that 10 plus 3 is 13 and 9 is 1 less. So it's gotta be 12. Good job, you guys. So today what I want you guys to do is go ahead and do the attached template and keep practicing these things. And I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.